Hey beautiful people, and welcome to yet another year. 2025. It's a year of answered prayers. So if you're new to this channel, thank you so much. I bet you won't regret it. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. I do not take it for granted. So today's tutorial will be on how to draft a princess cut armhole pattern. You're going to learn how to draft it and to avoid shorting at the armhole area, and also you'll be learning how to take care of the excesses that could cause zip bulges on your dresses. You'll also be learning how to close the darts of your back bodice pattern. There's also a bonus on how to ensure that both your front and back neckline are very equal. One will not be longer than the other, so make sure you watch this video to the end. So let's dive right into the tutorial. Welcome back, guys. So we have our lines drawn out already, which is the chest line, the under bust, and the half length. So go ahead and take our shoulder measurement. Come down by 1.5 for your shoulder slope, your neck measurement, which is 3 by 3, and rule out the respective lines. Then on the chest line, you mark your shoulder measurement to create the armhole box. Then the next is to get our bust point. I told you in one of my videos, to get your bust point, you come down by 1.5 or 2 inches from your chest line. So this person is quite big but doesn't have a bust. Her bust measurement is 45.5. but her bust is really small, so I use 1.5 inches. You can just measure to compare the measurements. When I measured, it was 11, but from this method I got 11.5, so I'm sticking with this one, right? So pull out your neckline measurements. Guys, I'm so sorry. It was at this point I realized my marker has finished, so please bear with me. And I'm sorry if it's not going to be orderly, my drafting, so please, I'm still getting used to it, to know that I'm making videos for you guys, so please bear with me. So I took the bust pan measurement on the half length and on the bust point area and ruled that into a straight line. And I opened up by 0.75 on both sides. Connect them to the bust point line. So to get the armhole curve, you come up by 3 inches and go out by ½ inch. You guys know that's what I do normally. So go ahead and input your bust measurement on the chest line to get the armhole curve. Then connect those lines together using your armhole curve ruler. So we are getting the armhole cut right now. So the 3 inches I went by, that line you connect it to the bust point. So that's our first point. Then the next one is you open up. Remember, it's a dart we are creating at that area, so you open up by 1.5. You can use a tape or the curved ruler as seen in the video. You open up by 1.5. They are still the same thing, no difference at all. Then Now when you open up by 1.5, you still connect it to the same bust points, but this second line you're going to extend it by 1.5. If you opened up the dart at the armhole area by 1.5, you extend your line by 1.5. If you open up by 2, you extend by 2. So now let's contour the under bust. So I contoured with 0.75 and 1.5 on the other side. Using your curved ruler, you connect the lines. Don't make it too curvy. Connect the lines. Then you do that to the other area. As you're connecting the contoured lines to the bust points, connect that back to the half length. So you see the one for this center front, you cannot alter it even though it's bent. But the one for the side, you can alter it. You can make it a straight line, so that you won't have excesses at the front. Just take note of whatever you removed and put it to one side, so that when you're taking your waist measurement, you add it back together, right? We are trying to get the cup of the armhole princess dart. So in between those two lines I just touched, you're going to place the curve of your ruler in between them, making sure the ruler is sitting very well in between the lines. Then roll that out. We have our cup ready. Remember I said we are extending by 1.5, so I extended it and we connect that back to the bust measurement. Blend, blend, blend. We don't want any sharp points. Blending. One advantage of blending, especially this side parts, is that it helps you sew smoothly. You won't have to raise up your presser foot to be able to sew that cuff part. It just glides easily. So I'll cut out the darts like I said earlier in the video. Please, I'm sorry, it was not orderly. It was at this point of cutting I realized I'm not even taking the waist measurements, but it's still fine. I've not even taken the bust darts. Can you imagine? So please bear with me. Every process is still the same. We are still getting the same result. I want to show you at this point how to avoid shortage on the armhole. So that first line, you're going to fold it to touch the second line. So you can see now, you can see the armhole, they are not balanced, they are not equal at all. You can see. This is why you have shortage on your armhole area. So if you do this, you can see that you can actually see how it would come out if you had sewn it. So what you do is just put your armhole curve, try to connect the curve and the line, and just make a fresh curve. You might not get the line at once, but just try and get something at least, and we have our problem solved. You're going to even have enough excesses that you might eventually have to cut out before fixing your sleeve. Go ahead to take a waist measurement and add back every dart taken. Remember, fashion is all about give and take. Connect the lines. If you draw yours and the pattern is looking funny, don't bother. As long as your measurements are right, you're still on track. So I ruled out the bust dart of 1 inch and connected to the bust point. For my beginners, bust darts are what helps you rather it helps your front bodice and your back bodice equal. One will not be longer than one. So if you have your pattern and one is longer, you did not put a bust dart. Go ahead and close it up using your paper, sellotape, or your transparent tape. So after closing the bust dart, in some cases the cup might still retain its cupped shape, but for this video you're seeing, the cup has actually shifted. I'm going to place my ruler and get another curve. Someone will ask, won't this cause shortage, won't it affect the pattern? No, it would not. All you just have to do is add like 3 inches to your side seam allowance. That's just what you do. So you see, I've gotten the exact cup measurement. Go ahead and cut out. I didn't increase the speed of this part so that you guys will see how I cut it, step by step process on how I cut the pattern. So please guys, go ahead and like, subscribe if you've not subscribed, and if you watched to this point, thank you so much. I'm sure you learned one or two from the video. So to give our side a bit of shape, you come up by 1/2 inch and just connect it. You can see I did mine I didn't do it on the half length, but I later corrected it. I didn't know I didn't cut out that part. So you do your shaping on your half length line, right? So we are still cutting, guys. We are going to proceed to alter the neckline. Remember, in one of my videos I told you 3 by 3 doesn't work for all sizes, and I told you what to do to know the neck measurement for each bust. So for this, I'm alternating the neckline with 1.5, which is 4.5 by 4 inches. So I'll connect them together. Remember, when you're drafting, don't draft with 4 by 4, draft with 3 by 3. Then after everything, you alternate it. Hitting the neckline, just follow the shoulder slope and connect it straight. You can see the excesses. You can do that for all necklines, but mostly circle necklines because they tend to gape a lot. So we cut that out. And our front pattern is ready. So we move to the back. We start by taking our zip tightening of 0.75 on the half length and connect it to the neckline area. Then we go ahead and take our bust measurement. You can see I'm imputing it from the zip tightening line. So it's from that line you place your bust measurement. So we are going to add extra 1/2 inch. As we proceed in the video, I'll show you when you would use it. So go ahead and divide our armhole into 2 to get a bust span measurement. I taught you that in one of my videos as well. So connect it straight to your chest line. Then we'll open up with a dart of 0.75 on both sides. But this time we connect it to 1 inch below the chest line. 1 inch below the chest line. And connect the lines. So next what we want to do is to take our waist measurement and add back the darts and roll that out. So that 1/2 inch I asked you to keep aside, this is where it comes in handy. You open up 0.25 on both sides and open up a dart. You're trying to open up a dart. Remember to close a dart, you open up a dart, right? So since I don't want to cut out, I don't want to sew a dart, I want to close the dart on my back body, so I have to open up a dart. So that's what I did there. Open up by 1/2 inch, which is 0.25 on both sides, right? So you take one part and fold it over the other side, and that is it. We've closed the back. Just go ahead and place it like this on your fabric and cut out. You won't have to sew any darts on your back bodice. So after closing this dart, you can see the lines are not aligning at all. So place your ruler using the side line as a guide and just draw a straight line. You see the excesses have been taken care of. Go ahead and cut out all your patterns, and we are 95% done with the back. So remember, what you do for the front, you do for the back. We alter the neckline for the back as well. So don't forget to tighten the neckline as well. I did that off the camera. So after cutting the pattern, I want to check if both necklines are equal. So I just bring the front and the back, ensure they are equal at the shoulder, and check if there's any shortage anywhere. What I noticed here is that there was a shortage at the back area, so I'm going to fill that up with a little paper and a paper sellotape. Fill that up, and I think everything is now sitting properly. So with this, your front and back neckline would align properly when sewing. You might notice your pattern is not relaxed. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong with it, it's fine. Go up by 1/2 inch on the side. Our body is not that straight, so that's why we are even doing this in the first place. Go up by 1/2 inch and connect to the dart leg, and we are done. Your pattern is ready. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I think I'll be doing another video on how to join them together, so please look out for that video. I love you all. Thank you so much. And if you've not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.